All right, we're back on the Jeep. So the last couple days I've been working on the exhaust and obviously not wiring, but trying to get everything tidied up and the cross member. We had a bad transmission leak. The centerpiece that goes into the connector plug from the top side wasn't in there, so it was pretty much as soon as you poured it in, it was falling out on the bottom. And so got that fixed today. Actually got some fluid in it, and I think I have it overfilled because the other day when it was when I initially tried to start it, I poured a gallon in. As soon as it fired, I poured another gallon, and they hold 12, 13 quarts, so you want to keep adding to it so you don't starve the pump. And so when I had to pull everything back apart, there was less than a gallon, I would say, in the pan. Typically it's a gallon or 6 quarts or something in the pan when you do a fluid filter change on these. So the pan, when I took all the bolts out, it wasn't overflowing out of the pan, so I just poured out what was ever came out of it and just put fresh in it. So again, I went ahead and put a gallon in and then cranked it up and put another gallon in. And then when I was putting another gallon in, it was like backfilling and wouldn't go down the funnel. So I think it's full, probably over full. So I had to put the pan under there. But built an exhaust for it. My cousin got one chamber Flowmasters. So and it doesn't sound that bad. So got the heater hoses hooked up. I ran the steam vent into the heater hose because they had a T in there. So I got that hooked up. Radiator hooked up. I still got to wire the fans. And again, I'm still just going over and making sure I got everything I need before I unpin all this, whatever this is. So it wasn't starting with the key, and my cousin's sending me, oh, you gotta bypass the clutch switch and all that stuff. And it's like, I've been doing this a long time. That was the first thing I did, was bypass that. So what it was is there's a relay in here that the ground side of the wire for some reason comes down here up along this harness and comes to this connector here and then goes out and grounds. And then that's the ground side, because I had my daughter sit in it and turn the key to the start position, and I was getting power when she hit it on the key. So got that figured out, got that working, reflashed the ECU for the changes. Did I put a cam in it? I don't know, I probably said that, but stage 2 truck cam. And I think the power steering has water in it because the guy left one of these fittings was out on the box, so I'm sure it got rained in, so I'm probably gonna have to drain that out. Let's see, I think he's got a shifter coming. Drive shaft guy called me today, was getting some measurements and dimensions on some of the flanges and stuff, so he can get all that. Had a couple hiccups with his surgery, so hopefully he'll have that going, in the next few weeks. But I wanted to get this to this point before I jump on this. So tomorrow I'm gonna play musical vehicles, and I think I'm gonna put the 70 here and put the Jeep behind it or something. I don't know yet, but anyway, regardless, I got to get this on the list so I can get the engine and everything in and start doing the supercharger setup and everything and whatnot. But anyway, let's take a listen to this thing. And I don't know why the tail lights are on. When the battery's hooked up, they're on. So I didn't do that. I don't know why they're doing that. But let's see. that's just kind of a quick and dirty tune-up I put in it just to get it to run. So pedal works. Just, you know, you'll just have to carry it with you. Yeah, so it's coming along pretty good. Happy with it so far. Sounds good. I'm surprised with the one chambers. I figured they'd be a little louder, but the exhaust is pretty wild. Let's see. So it's got a lot of, it's the stainless. It's got an X pipe right here, and then there's the mufflers, and then up and over the axles. So you can see it right, kind of right there, some of the exhaust. I think it turned out pretty good. What I did on the front is I came together like that because I wanted all the room for the drive shafts and everything. So got my trans cooler. So like I say, I mean, gauges, finish. Again, cleaning all this up. So I'm gonna, you know, loom all this and then try to route it and hide it, make it look the best I can. The wires over here that I'm not gonna use, I'll just unpin them from that connector and pull them out. You know, it's just when you're starting with it, you don't want to just start cutting everything. You know, you kind of got to figure out what you're gonna need, and you know, once you get it running and everything's tested and you're good to go, then, you know, we can remove these completely. Again, I don't know what all they are. I know this one's fuel gauge. So, you know, I'm using key and constant power out of here. And again, you know, I'll put them up and loom them and tidy it up some more. So, disconnect that so the tail lights don't stay on. And I got to run a wire to the alternator for charging because I didn't have one. But other than that, you know, the engine, I don't know if I talked about that. The heads have been off. They cleaned the heads really good. The rockers were filthy. I soaked them in the parts washer, cleaned them up real good. When I had the front cover off, it was kind of looked like it had some sludge and stuff. So probably what we'll do is run some seafoam through it and change the oil. You know, do that a couple times. Try to cut it off at the pass. Make sure it doesn't cause any problems for us. But I made the transmission mount, all that's done. And like I say, waiting on Mike for the drive shafts, and then, like I say, just tidying up everything. And the shifter and the gauges, you know, probably take a little while. I know that, you know, I got to figure out the four-wheel drive shifter and the gas pedal, obviously, get it mounted. And and then I did check, it does have 410s in the back and it does have 410s in the front, so we're good there as far as being able to put it in four-wheel drive and everything. But like I say, I'm happy with it. You know, made good progress with it. Just, you know, the exhaust took a couple days fitting everything, and you know, you gotta cut it and tack it all in, and then get it how you want it. Pull it off, finish welding, and then put it back on, and then add some more and pull it back off and finish weld. So, but it comes off pretty easy. I got it hung in the back. Got a good hanger in the back, and then everything's connected together, and then it's got the 3-bolt flanges on these little, on the headers there, so it's got 3-bolt flanges. So like I say, I mean, it sounds good. I got the O2s in there, and I think I gotta extend the tailpipes a little bit. I don't, that's where they're stopping right there. So I want to at least get them, thought about bringing them down and maybe turning them back, you know, kind of coming out under this rear cross member or something, but I just don't want it to blow on the gas tank there. I know it's got a metal shield, but I want to divert it away from the fuel tank there, because that's probably smart. But anyway, that's that for this one for right now. Like I say, I just want to get it to a point, you know, everything I needed done while it was on the lift. Now, you know, when working on the wiring and stuff and having the doors open, it's annoying having it on the lift because just the post and everything. So anyway, next video, hopefully will be on the Trailblazer there, and trying to get everything fitted and going for it.